Hello everyone, I am Oracle Unicorn, and welcome to Shaman Messages. This is a weekly reading for Gemini. Please keep in mind this is my disclosure, this is a general reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket. You never know what about it that might help you for later. Okay. Wow, it's like I got all tongue-tied. I feel like for some of you, it's like you met someone and they're like making you all tongue-tied. Aww, Gemini, you're like, it's like I feel like you see a transformation in someone, and you're just, it's like cat's got your tongue. It's exactly how I feel. Cat's got my tongue. All right, Gemini. So please keep in mind to check your rising, moon, and Venus signs. They may also resonate better with you, or half from this may resonate and half from one of your other signs that would resonate as well. Just definitely check your birth chart for other things, because when it comes to work, which would be more of a masculine energy, I believe that would be like your Jupiter sign, so check that sign, and you could incorporate certain things. Like, it's like a puzzle with all of your signs and all the videos, and you can take pieces from this video, pieces from this video of a different zodiac sign, and pieces from a video over here to kind of collectively get some messages from each video that will help with whatever it is you're really looking and searching answers for. But definitely check in with your emotions, your heartstrings, and your intuition about the signs that really resonate with you and that are meant for you with your specific situation. Don't try to force things, but you can also keep some things, like I've said, in your back pocket that could really bring up some realizations for you. And if you wouldn't mind, please liking and subscribing. Subscribing greatly helps the channel. And thank you. And if you would like a personal reading with me, the information for that is in the description box below. Alright. Y'all are like totally in some bombing energy here. I'm liking it. I've been on this night court kick for the last few days, so please excuse my music, Gemini. I'm totally in a night court kick. Usually it doesn't last very long, like maybe a day or so, but no, this night court kick has been lasting quite some time. And let me know if the music is too loud for the video, okay? I'll definitely be checking that after the video, but if you feel that it's fine, just throw a comment down there like, oh, I like it, it's perfect, like, you know. Okay. Because some videos I think I've like literally turned it down too low, and sometimes it's been way too high, and I felt it, and I actually ended up like turning it down after my spew here. Alright. More messages for Gemini. Gemini. Heck yeah. You're understanding that it is not too beneficial for you to embody too much of the Queen of Swords energy, because we do have the Queen of Swords upside down, and it's granting you more abundance because it's allowing you to be communicatively, yeah, that's the word, communicatively more in a balance of extending out your truth, but also understanding how to make it more nurturing, trying to get across, working on bringing across in a nurturing way what it is that you're really wanting to speak the matter upon, and how to keep a very passionate conversation with it and nurturing about it, like lightheartedness into it. Okay, that's really what I'm gathering. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles isn't here, but that's how I feel about it with your Queen of Swords being upside down. That's amplifying your lessons when it comes to communication, and you're getting more abundance and more of a feedback of how you want about it, Okay. Oh wow, you're going into serious endurance when it comes to your abundance. Yeah. Your calmness has helped through all of these lessons and kind of trial and error when it comes to your situations and how you tackle them. You're rising up as with your calmness. Calmness as like the Aquarian sign, like these stars, and really showing a lot of your woman's wisdom about the lessons you have been able to receive, which is helping you to make this decision that you have. And some of it could be a decision and perspective upon certain things that has weighed heavy on your heart, or that has caused some jealousy, and you're coming out of anger with it. Wow. An endurance of coming out of anger with it. Like you are just coming out of judgment and cleansing yourself. Holy cow, you're coming into a brand new start. Yes, that's freaking awesome. A brand new start with how you think about everything. A brand new start with how, wow, and you got the sun card on the bottom of it. Total clearance. Like the path of your peace, your inner peace is coming into fruition, and that's really what I feel you're celebrating about. Your willpower to be able to get through all of these I feel like Three of Swords energy, like heart aching energy, and understanding where your boundaries are, how to honor that energy, how to help yourself to heal through this energy, and you're coming into a celebration about it and letting go. I feel like you are understanding the laws of letting go, of resentment and things that really hold you back, and kind of bring a sense of like boredom about things. Like I feel like you feel like this energy. You're like, yeah. Oh, like that meme when he was like, oh, I'm doing this with all negativity. Yeah, like that's how I feel like you're doing. That was so cool how that happened. Oh, I love Night Court. I love Night Court. and understanding your lessons and how to really bring out communication and truth in a more nurturing way that's bringing you more abundance when it comes to your relationships, and a full endurance into it with new perceptions and strength into coming in how you handle expressing your truth, and how you're making decisions upon the new perception that you're having, and coming out of struggle when it comes to figuring out how you're making these decisions, okay? And it's like you're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself from all the heartbreak. You're freeing yourself from no longer like holding back your boundaries for other people's, feelings in the matter. It's like you let them know now that you take their feelings in consideration, but at the same time you're standing in your truth and expressing your truth and honoring your own boundaries with more care for the other person's feelings, but for yours too at the same time. It's like you're no longer holding back because of other people's feelings and how it could happen and how they could react in the matter. You're bringing calmness to the table that's being laid out, and showing the full maturity in the issue here, and bringing in literally with this vibrational shift with yourself, like utmost like calmness and shining light on matters that is needed to be talked about with kindness, and bringing new beginnings, not just for yourself but for other people, that it was slowly coming in for you, but now it's like really like there, and emphasizing the wisdom that you have within your leveling of emotions, I feel, and your healing of your pains that you had in your heart, no longer feeling inward anger about it, but like really honoring your inner journeys of your like emotional happiness and fulfillment within any relationship you are in, whether that be a parent-kid relationship, whether that be friend relationship, whether that be work relationship, it's like you're having understanding. Hey, yeah, that's awesome. You're having full endurance and being able to stand and honor your own, like, clarity and truth about it without too much judgment being in the way for all of it. Okay. Without too much judgment being in the way. It's like you're not passing judgment anymore. You're just cleansing. You're the cleansing card. You're just cleansing it out. You're just, if there's some things that you need to talk about, you're talking about it, but it's just like you're just kind of like taking the anger and emotional factor out of it and just kind of laying out the facts and talking about it and then just cleansing it off as if it's like not even there anymore. Like you just take the eraser and just go, all right, that's it. I got it off my chest. You know, that's exactly how I feel when it comes to your energy, Gemini. This is very beautiful. You have, it's like you're coming together. You're coming united with your true inner self of calmness and not allowing past pains, past jealousy, past anything to really stand in the way of your clean slate when it comes to your emotions, okay? Well, since I saw it, you're coming in your metamorphosis of your transcendent to your higher self and of understanding and knowing where your boundaries are and where it is in areas when it comes to healing your heart that you do need to step into conversation and connection with about these matters and not just kind of like placing blame in a way, but yet kind of cleaning the slate with it, okay? What other messages do we have for our dear transcending Geminis? Yeah. I mean, this is just confirmation for me, like purity of communication. No longer cutthroat, no longer harshness, no longer anger way of communicating, no longer putting communication of other people down within the issues of the pain of the heart. You're having purity of the communication, and you're being committed to the decisions when it comes to healing your mind, body, and spirit, and really rising to the essence of your full authentic self when it comes to healing. That's yes. And it's like you're mastering this craft of communication and these understandings and connectiveness of your true essence with your guides, with anything spiritual that you're really honing in on and allowing like moral strength to come to the table within these communications and having truth and clarity within the matter. And cutting through the deceptiveness of this, either within yourself and the way you viewed it, or when it came to other people and how they were doing things, the unconscious power of like of your own wisdom and secrets that you have within yourself too. You're understanding how to present them in a way that it's not as harsh, but it brings truth and clarity to the table upon matters, okay? Yeah, wow. It's it's like an extreme shift. Like so extreme, it's like the projection of the okay, it's hard to pronounce these guys, so of like kind of like this energy into like compassion. And it's like from harshness and like kind of it's like a complete like flip of the coin with this. It's like you had this mask of like wanting to be illusionified by things, having like, you know, your matters of your heart just covered up, and had resentment to complete like honesty, compassion, and understanding when it comes to the situations of what happened, and just complete understanding, and feeling not like that you feel sorry, but like that you are just straight up like compassion from the heart, like nurturing, the full endurance in this too. It's like you literally was like, okay, I'm tired. That side of the coin is no longer serving me. I feel it was like the head space of that coin, and you flipped it to the eagle, and you've literally freed yourself from fucking all of it. And you're like, nope, this is not healthy. This is not healthy for those that I'm around, working with, and you're literally like being illuminated out of the darkness and the depths of it, and noticing and not allowing any more of it to kind of keep your energy down, because you're seeing the hidden knowledge behind it. Holy cow. And you're coming into loyalty with it. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. Yes, it's so beautiful. Alright. Yeah, because at the bottom of this one, I see the Cancer sign, so that deals with a lot of your like emotions, and tapping into them. You're going into the depths of them, and no longer kind of, it's like you're coming out of the shadows of just complete thoughts with this, and eliminating the emotional factor. Instead, you're shifting the emotional factor into more compassionate state of consciousness with love and healing, with the intent of love and healing. It's different now. It's like, that's the bigger picture of it. And you're releasing the negativity of all of it. Wow. That's freaking... Releasing the negativity of all of it because of the way it fell. And being able to see and look at the bigger picture within it, and what compassion, and releasing the negativity, the heart pain of it, and then stepping into it in a compassionate way, and how it's shifting the dynamic. Because the way you were going about it was nothing was coming out of it, and you came into truth and clarity about that, and now bringing love into the situation with it. This could be possibly you may be dealing with an Aquarius and releasing what you need to release about this. Or it could be that you're literally just stepping into an Aquarian aspect of this, of being the water bearer. And like... coming into the higher levels of air and understanding with the intellect, and being able then to take that in with your learnings and lessons, and come into the heart space, and really work with the water space to rise above the shadows of everything that has held you into a very dark space, and having an understanding that it's going to stepping out of your comfort zone. It's going to need to take an immense amount of calmness, patience, and not getting angry, and also not just you speaking out everything, but being able to have the strength to listen to the other person's side too. So it's and like coming into clarity that is also needed, and not being in self-deceit and projection of that your sight and everything, and the way you feel about everything, and how, you know, it's allowing the purity of that communication, and it's asking you to be bold and make the first move, and that's what the pureness of this communication is. It's not only you communicating this about, but also listening on the other person's side of all of it, and not taking it too much into have faith in your dreams, not taking too much to heart about it, but listen and take it in, and also allow yourself to be healed of it, instead of it turning into a fight, or turning into a bigger fight upon the matter because you just wanted to speak your clarity and walk away. Well, that's not how this healing is going to work for you. And I feel that's what the inner journey of this endurance, a new start is coming, but it's going to take you also listening to the nit and gritty of the other side too. If you're wanting to speak about your nit and gritty, you got to be willing to listen to their nit and gritty within it too. So I feel that's how you're going to be able to really illuminate the negativity out of the situation and bring in a complete compassion of love and understanding and truth and clarity through every bit of this while you go through it. So, and it's a practice round to help you to be able to do that with others. That, it's time to give rather than take. So even though you're giving out this sense of clarity, it's asking you to also allow the other person to give theirs, and you be an able, calm, listening ear and not fight within the matter, not battle within the matter, not, it's like give, everything's laid out on the table. Okay, it's all there. Now we're going to take the eraser and erase it. It's there. Now we're going to take the eraser and erase it. And come into a complete new start with it. Within the dynamic, within the dilemma, within all of it. It's like literally taking the sword and going against that past, because there was a reason why within the both of you as to why it happened, and there was a reason why as to how and why this clarity and communication, purity of this communication needs to happen. Wow, step out of your comfort zone. And it could bring up anger, which is why I feel this anger card is in your energy environment, but you're coming into an inner journey of how not to let that destroy the healing effect and the healing level this is taking by, accepting the way it was and how things were. Wow. It's a time for healing with it, not a time for battle. The battle was going on way too long than it needed to be, and now it's just time for the facts to be laid out and the healing to settle in within the both of you, so that the dynamic can grow to its stronger level of beauty and love. Nothing is yet set in stone, and to ground this newfound energy that you are coming into, to really ground this level of healing, learn the lessons with it, and how you it's a win-win forecasted for you, and your hard work in this is paying off, giving you more of an amount of and an emotional abundance, and working through your fears. Wow. I usually don't do that when it comes to those cards. Cool. I felt like it was needed. And so that is what's really bringing all of this to the table. And for some of you, it's just a lot of inward truth that is needing to be spoken about, but don't project it into an illusional factor to make yourself look good. That's for some of you. I definitely see that. Have pure communication for it and compassion for the other person receiving this depth of wisdom, and have strength to only speak truth and nothing but the truth in the factors. Not the emotional illusions of it, but the facts of the matter. Okay? And that's how this is really going to be able to help and rise things to a higher level of moral strength, not just for you, but for the other person. It's going to level both of you up, and a whole nother sense of being able to have clarity, being able to speak clarity in calm ways, and understanding how to come at this in a decision-making matter with commitment, and not being wishy-washy about your feelings upon the matter, and completely changing the dynamic into a level of extreme compassion for one another and purity, okay? For some of you, I'm really feeling this, Gemini. It has a lot to do with an Aquarius in your life, especially getting to Aquarian cards. And this is also an Aquarian card. I mean, for me, it's an extreme Aquarian card. This is very important for you to go through with no amount of judgment. And to give complete passion and love through this, because you don't know how this is going to really affect the other person too within this matter and communication, and see all the blessings out of it. And afterwards, y'all are going to be able to play on a more pure level, be able to love and communicate with each other on a more healing and pure level, and your emotions will be more serene within the matter. Okay? Alright, Geminis, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate all the views, the donations, likes, and subscribes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel. And I will see you next week. Unicorn out. Bye.